Maxime, what cards should I invest in? Tell me right now. Do you own stock? No. Do you have an emergency fund? What's that? Do you have debt? Of course. Tell me what to invest in so I can become a millionaire. Whew. Well, first of all, I'm not a financial advisor. Be sure to get actual help from a financial advisor if you need financial advice. Which cards should one buy? That's not really a question that one wants to answer, because if I had the answer of which cards exactly will keep going up forever, I would buy them myself. However, I can say some cards are much better at standing the test of time than others. What do I mean by that? Well, when all goes to shit, when Yu-Gi-Oh is at the 23rd era and Zexal and V-Rains and 5Ds are long forgotten because, again, sure those were fun, but like we're at era 23 right now, people. We're in the year 2046. Games are now decided in the first draw phase, not the first main phase. Things tend to become forgotten. But what are the cards that then still will stand tall and pristine? Because CEO Bobby, hedge fund manager Brian, and his wife Sarah, those haven't forgotten. They grew up on them. They have left an actual mark on their childhood. What are those cards? A Blue Eyes White Dragon. You can't tell me that SDK, LOB, DDS, Blue Eyes will, maybe even to a lesser extent the BPT, you can't tell me that those will be forgotten, much like some Utopia, Zexal, whatever the fuck card. Something like a Red Eyes Black Dragon, Dark Magician Girl, Exodia, Black Skull Dragon, Summon Skull, the God cards. These types of cards are so iconic for the hobby or for the franchise. These are the types of cards that stand the test of time. Enough kids grew up on them and have so many powerful memories to them. If you were to invest in cards from that era, don't be buying 2-cent commons from 2018 hoping that they're going to the moon. From that era, you can be relatively safe and sure that there will remain a level of demand for them for quite some years to come. Now, I'm not saying 70 years. Again, I believe if our generation dies, that's probably gonna be the end of demand for said era. And so as long as that generation is alive, I believe there will remain demand for these strong first wave of the iconic monsters. So what do you want to invest in? I'd go for those first. If you want to collect some really cool 5Ds cards, maybe you're really big into Stardust Dragon, go ahead. Those ghost rares, gorgeous. They are relatively rare, hard to grade. We've seen them go up over time, cool. But be aware that when all is said and done, and we are at era 23 where everyone dies in the draw phase, quite some of these more modern cards are gonna be washed away, or they become like a little bit more blurry and washy in the memories of people. And therefore their demand will not be quite as high as, let's say, a Blue Eyes. There's nothing you can do that will make people forget Blue Eyes, or Dark Magician Girl, or Dark Magician, Red Eyes, Summon Skull. These cards are cemented into people's head. I think once I have dementia and you show me a Blue Eyes, I'll still be able to say, oh, Blue Eyes. But if you show me Red Dragon Archfiend, I'll go, Simon, is that you? Not the same type of card. So yeah, be sure to do your own research when you're starting to invest in a speculative asset like this. Be very aware that there's a lot of cards out there that are awful investments. Just be aware. 99.9% of all the Yu-Gi-Oh cards out there will not appreciate long term. Yeah? So don't go out to your store to buy some booster packs and think, I'm investing, you guys. You're not investing shit. You're gambling. That's fine if you love that and if you have money to spend, go ahead. I'm not judging, but do your research. And in general, if you do your research and you check pricing history and you check human psychology, you will notice those iconic monsters are iconic for a reason, and those should be, in my opinion, the ones you target first. Once you got that, you've got your debt paid off, emergency fund, stocks, maybe bonds, depending on your country's laws, some vintage cards, then you could perhaps start looking into some of these other Yu-Gi-Oh cards. And if you don't care about finance at all, and you just say, well, Maxime, I just want to own a cool Stardust Dragon, go ahead, I'm not judging. But then you're not talking about investing or finance. You just want to own a cool card and collect it, and that's fine, that's cool. I collect some cool cards as well. That is all. Like, subscribe, and I will see you soon. Ciao.